welcome to this week's episode of Cherish, Live, and Dream. I'm your host, YaYa.
And I am your host, Jai.
And we are your hope dealers. Listen, people, let's get into it. We are amongst royalty today. Yes. We have Nuekie, Opata with us, and she is going to drop some gems. So y'all tune in and don't tune out because it's going to be good, folks. How are you, Aku? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. You are so animated. Oh my goodness.
Girl, you know I have to do this to keep from crying. You know, when life come at you, girl. But now all is well, all is good. So you are just as beautiful as always. You still look the same, homie.
Oh, I'm 45, girl. Oh
God. So let's get into it. So you hold a royal title in your family. So please share with us that title as well as your lineage, heritage, and the country.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for having me, first of all. Thank you for reaching out. I didn't even know you had a podcast. This is amazing. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
So I was born and raised here in Laurinburg, North Carolina. And just to give you like a quick overview of this whole royalty thing, my mom went to North Carolina A&T, and my dad went to North Carolina A&T also. But my dad came to North Carolina A&T with 5 of his brothers from Ghana, and they had gotten international. So that's how they all ended up in the U.S. So he and my mom met, and she actively pursued him. So you have to. Yes, she's a country girl, you know what I'm saying? And she sees this tall, handsome man, and then he started speaking and he had this accent, and she said she almost passed out. So yeah, you did this to yourself. So they ended up getting married, and they were married for about 3 years. And the thing about this, and I have to tell her now as an older person, she's mad at my dad because they split up because he had multiple women. But you have to understand that my grandfather was married to 5 women at the same time.
Oh, wow.
He had 5 wives and 17 children, all at the same time. So this was a part of the culture and the heritage. He didn't know any better. This was a normal part of his life. And so I told her, I said, you know, when you get into a relationship with someone, you need to find out, you know, what it is that they do, they believe in. So long story short, they didn't make it. So I was raised here with my mom, and my dad went back and forth to Ghana. He was basically all over the world. And I always kept in touch with him, but I did not see him a lot. But I always knew my family's heritage. And, you know, from where we're from, I had a name that stood out. So people always knew that I was from somewhere else or something different. So in 2014, I was in church, and the pastor was preaching, and he was preaching about forgiveness. And he said, there's somebody in here. He said, you need to forgive one of your loved ones from a true, sincere place. And he said, when you do it, God is going to open up a new pathway and a door for you. And when he said it, I knew he was speaking to me in terms of, because like I said, I always talked to my dad, you know, but he was always gone. We just never had a really close relationship. Now, this is the crazy part. I called my dad and I said, hey, Pops, I said, I want you to know that I forgive you, you know, for not being here. This dude was like, you been mad at me? I said, yes, for 40 years. And he was laughing. He was like, I didn't know. So do you understand, like, we walk around here carrying grudges against people. He didn't even know. He had no clue I was mad with him. That's the crazy part. I'm on the shambles and he don't even know. So he says, well, since you've been mad with me your whole life, let me make it up to you. I said, well, how are you supposed to do that? Because money is about the only thing that will solve it. I said it just like that. He says, come to Ghana and let's make you the Queen Mother. I said, do what? He was like, come to Ghana and we'll make you the Queen Mother. So I said, what all does that entail? So he told me to have a ceremony for me. I would get a name change. I would have responsibilities. So that's what I ended up doing. I went to Ghana for the first time in 2014, all by myself. And Laurinburg was like, don't go. You're going to be staying in a hut. You're going to get chased by lions. Oh, no. It was so serious. And I was like, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta go. And it was the best thing I could have ever done. Oh my God. It was amazing. So the reason why I was even able to get the title is because my grandfather was a chief. He was a paramount chief. So in our society, that's equivalent to like a mayor. But he was in charge of the village, and our village is called Shy Hills. And so because he held that lineage, I was able to take on that title. So my birth name is Nuekie Opata. When I became Queen Mother, my name changed to Nana Noyam Manye Opata II. And that it's a fancy title for queen.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
She fancy now.
And I know that she say it so fancy. Can you say it one more time for us?
Nana Noyam Manye Opata II.
Oh, okay.
If you were to go to Ghana and somebody would call me Nana, they would automatically know that I was a Queen Mother. That's the title name for Queen Mothers. But honey, let me tell you something. When I got to the airport on my way back, this was after I had been made Queen Mother, I was coming back to the US, and my sisters had dressed me in the regalia.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was stopping and they were bowing, and I was like, y'all doing that at me? And they was like, it was like coming to America for real. I'm telling you, like, I had an armed escort. They like walked me through immigration. I didn't stand in any lines. They were carrying my luggage. It was the most amazing thing I've ever been through. But that when I got back to the US and I landed in Philadelphia, they thought I was a part of the Taliban because of my gear. Honey, they had wrapped me, and I was like, you know what? Oh my God, the difference.
Yes, you went from Queen Mother to prisoner of war. I don't know.
It was a wake-up call. It was definitely a wake-up call. But that's how I became the Queen Mother of my father's village. And it's been a great honor and a privilege. I am actually the Queen Mother of development. So my position is to work with the teen girls in our village. So when I probably this summer or maybe next summer, we're going to take my daughter, and she's going to be a Queen Mother also. And then we're going to work together. We're going to do like a school project, and we're going to do desk and notebooks and stuff like that. But that's my role in the community.
Wow,
That
that's
is
amazing.
Awesome. That is.
I feel like I want to. Wow.
We should.
I had African and the young lady that was here from Ghana. Y'all, there was a young lady in my shop from Ghana, and she was referring to me as Aku, which is my middle name, which is what I typically use. And we just began talking, and I said, and she saw my flyer, and it said Nana, and she said, "Oh, you're Queen Mother." I said, "Yes." And she said, "Oh my gosh," she said, "I'm so sorry." She got down on the floor and she was apologizing. She was like, "I didn't know who you were." She said, "You should have told me." I was like, I didn't know to tell you. I didn't know this is how you were going to react. So a lot of times it doesn't mean anything to the people here because they don't understand the heritage and the culture, but there it means something. And for the people from there that come here, it definitely means something.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Thank you.
Wow. So you've owned a clothing store, also African, and now a wellness center, Majestic Meditation Wellness Center. What has been the most difficult challenges you've had to navigate?
All of it. Just all of it. Just being a business owner, period. It's not for that hard.
Yeah.
It's not. And honestly, I am a dreamer. And my dreams work like this. When I dream about something, I feel it's what God is showing me. And so I know it's what God showed me. Let me not say I feel it. Let me not play with it. But this was back in October, and I dreamt about having this wellness center. And I was like, me and God had a whole argument. I said, "God, I sell African clothes." He was like, "You're going to do a wellness center?" I was like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Yes, you are." But I don't know nothing about it. He was like, "You're going to do it." I was like, "But I have no money." He was like, "You're going to do it anyway." I'm sitting now. I've been open 4 days. So definitely thank you. It was a faith walk, but for me, I think probably the most difficult thing with the African shop, it was actually getting my goods from Africa, making sure that they arrived, to learn the customs process. That was a lot, but I figured it out, and I was able to sustain for 5 years. And then with this business, it's been more so of having to reroute my whole frame of thinking and doing a lot of research, because I was in education for 15 years. Okay. And maybe it's because I'm a Leo, I like change. So like every 5 to 10 years, I got to do something different because I get bored. So yeah, I'll do this and then I'm going to go do something else. And I guess that's how I'm going to be the rest of my life. But for me, it was basically like just researching, the things that I have in the center and figuring out what works best for people. And everything here is like holistic. So I have to tell people it's not a spa. It's a self-paced self-care center. Okay. So no massage therapists here to touch you. There are massage chairs. There's a hydrotherapy massage bed. There's an infrared sauna. There's a shower. And when you come in here, this is your hour and a half of your time. No kids allowed. So that's first thing. So you come in and this is your time. It's for an hour and a half. And honey, I serve people. They be looking at me like, you going to serve me? Yes, because I know you don't get served. I come in with the tray. What is it that you need? Because we all need that. We don't experience that, especially, I can't speak for the men, but the women, so much of our time is spent going to work and taking.
That's right.
That's it.
So how do we make an appointment for this spa? Because me and YaYa need to come down to Laurinburg. She goes to Laurinburg all the time, but I haven't been down there with her. But we're going to make us a trip to Laurinburg so we can join the spa.
With this. So today we had New York strip, garlic mashed potatoes, and mixed. Yesterday we had blackened shrimp salad, and we had grilled chicken salad. So we try to eat pretty healthy around here. Yes. But you get all of that for an hour and a half, and it's $75.
Wow.
That's all.
That's all.
And that was including the ribeye steak, the mashed potatoes, and the, because that's all I heard was ribeye steak. And when I heard that, yeah, I'm sold.
You heard that?
Yes, I'm sold.
But I'm telling you, massage chairs are top of the line. These are not, where you girls live?
We're in the Raleigh area.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Yashinya, and I call you Yashinya. I know everybody calls you YaYa. I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. I'm not.
It's fine. I actually got that name in college. So prior to college, people are like, I don't know no YaYa. I know Yashinya. So it's fine. It just depends on whenever you met me in my life.
I'm like, okay, YaYa, yeah. It is not there yet. Okay. But I don't know about the nail salons in Raleigh, but the ones here, the massage chairs feel like they are beating you up. And they are horrible. I have to tell them to turn them off. These massage chairs here, they're not for the right either, because they got a foot roller on there, and it's something serious. There was a lady in here yesterday who was trying it out, and her eyes rolled in the back of her head. I said, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Something was happening.
Yeah.
Starts with the no. I don't know. Something was happening and she was doing all that.
So, what you do in majestic meditation.
And what happens at majestic meditation?
Stays at majestic meditation.
I don't know anybody's name. I haven't seen you. I don't know anything about you.
So do they have to call and make an appointment, or do you have like online?
You have to
go on the website.
I'm sorry. You have to book online at majesticmeditationnc.com. Okay. We also have another side where you do walk-ins. And so if one of those chairs are available, you can get in the walk-in chair and do that as well. Yeah.
Well, we'll be scheduling us an appointment soon.
It's needed for our community. It really is, because not know how to relax. They just go and go and go and never just stop and take time. Everybody that comes in here goes to sleep. I'm talking about snoring and drooling sleep. Like, it's so serious.
The world's
Get up. Get up. You gotta go.
Right, you got to go home or somewhere, but you got to get from here.
And the space is conducive to whatever you need it to be. That's what I was really keen about, because some people have a spiritual experience. Some people come for a date. Like, it's just all of what you need it to be, and it turns into that space.
Okay.
Well, girl, I am just speaking multiple locations in your life.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
I need to feel majestic.
Yeah. And that's really different. I've never heard of that before. So that's awesome. That's great.
Well,
and it's Black owned.
And when you're here, you're going to know that a Black person owns this. I actually had a friend that asked me, why did I have all of this Black art in here? And he told me that I would, and he's a Black man. He told me that I would deter the white people. I said, this lets you know how programmed we are, because you go into a white establishment or an Asian establishment and you'll see pictures of their heritage and their culture and you think nothing of it. But you come in here to see us, it's because we're not used to seeing us. And when I'm in Ghana, all I see is us. So it makes a difference with what I'm presenting here.
Yeah. And so has he been back since he asked that question?
No.
Yeah, we don't need him there because he's bringing in the wrong spirit. So he need to keep that out of Majestic.
So listen, Aku, so in this journey of yours, have you lost any relationships that just was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this? Have you? Let the people know.
So many. You know, you can pray for God to remove your enemies and you start losing your friends. That's kind of like me. And people are just not who they say they are. And once I find that out about you, then I've got to go on about my business, because I'm a genuine person. I'm a Leo and we are loyal. So we don't understand anything outside of being loyal. You know what I'm saying? And as for me, like, if I don't really care for somebody, I can't deal with them. So I don't even know how that works. But yeah, I have. I've lost relationships, but you know what? I had to get rid of those people to make way for my true soul tribe. So when those people have gone out, new ones have come in. So, you know, it's actually been it's been painful, but it's been good, and it was necessary for the growth.
Yes.
Yes. So what's it called? Growing pains? No pain, no gain.
I
don't know.
Like that. You think that someone is truly your friend and just find out that they are not. That is a traumatic experience.
It is a traumatic experience.
It is. And I'm going to tell you how I cope with it. I look at it like this, and this is what stops me from getting mad with people. I either say that everything that you're doing towards me is love, or it's a cry for love. So if I'm being a cry for love, then I can't get mad at you because you're hurting and something is wrong with you and you're not healed from something. So that's why you're acting towards me. So being that it's a cry for love, that means, you know, I have empathy towards you, but I don't have to deal with you. But I can't understand where you're coming from. And so that I'm not walking around being angry and upset with you. So that's something that's really worked for me.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's very insightful, Queen Mother.
Yes. So I heard you say a couple of times that you're a Leo. So what do you know about Cancers?
Who's a Cancer first?
YaYa.
You Cancers, your water sign, you're right before me as a Leo. Very emotional, and you all are typically very drawn to your mothers. Like you have really, really close relationships with your mothers and your mothering too, whether you have children or not. You're just like the mother, excuse me, of the zodiac. But like I said, you as a water sign, you are very, very emotional. That's what I could say about you. But and emotional, but another word is intuitive and insightful. Those traits that I give you. Now, what are you? What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, so you're right after me.
Okay.
So you are earth sign. So as a Virgo, you all are typically very organized, friendly, but probably don't have a lot of friends, probably keep to yourself, like money, but I won't say frugal with it, but you're going to be you have like controlled spendings. Like me as a Leo, I'll go like spend all my money and then be like, oh, okay, how am I going to make this back? Virgos ain't that. Y'all ain't about that life. Not y'all. And I study astrology so much. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but you can kind of tell how you're going to be in a relationship with somebody. Not based on their sign, but it's based on the element. YaYa, you are water. And you, Jai, that's your name, right? I'm pronouncing it correct? Okay. Yeah. For earth. Okay. You all probably have the perfect friendship. Do you know why?
Why?
Because she's water and you're earth, and the water nourishes the earth. Okay. So take it like this. So say like, so I'm a fire sign, right? And if I get into a relationship with a water sign like you, it typically doesn't mesh because the water puts out the fire.
Okay.
Queen Mother?
Yes. She's teaching us.
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
Think about it. It's all nature. And if you put the elements together, you can see. So if you put a water sign and an air sign together, when you put water and air together, you know what happens? A hurricane, a tornado, some major storm. So elements they need to complement each other. And you could be any sign and combine with any other sign and you can make it. But I know for a fact that it's much easier to deal with somebody that complements you. So for me, another fire sign works best or an air sign. And why air for me is because air is what fans the flames of the fire. But the wind is what keeps the fire going. You know what I'm saying? And two fires, because they understand each other, go well together, but you got to be careful because too much fire causes an explosion.
You know what?
This is just okay.
I'm getting ready to get my car and head down south. Where we at? 1 South.
Yes, US 1.
We definitely We got to have, man. We got to have you on again for something totally different.
We sure
This
do.
is amazing.
This is amazing.
Won't he do it?
He will do it.
Wow.
It's something to think about.
It is something to think about. I never thought of that.
Relationships, friendships, and like, I know why it didn't work. I know why.
And see, me and YaYa, we actually balance each other out. And
Perfectly.
And I've noticed that. Yeah. I let her be her. She lets me be me. And
But I am super stubborn, and I know that annoys her to no end, but what's the word I'm looking for? What do you do?
I don't know. You tell me. I have the slightest idea.
She just rolls with it. Let me just say that.
Yeah, y'all, you make it work.
So,
that's important. Friendships.
Friendships and relationships. What you say? Yeah. Wow.
That's all right.
I know that is. So listen, so Jai and I, we are single mothers, and we, actually started this journey during the height of the pandemic, the podcast, because, some life situations happened that forced us to think outside the box. So Do you have any advice for the single parent, whether mom or dad, because we know there's single dads out there too, that you can give just to either whether they're starting their journey or they're already on the journey? Because it can be hard when it's you're the parent, the primary parent, you're taking care of this child, the household, and then you have this business you're trying to run.
Yes. Two things that I always do in business. I do this in business and when I want to do something major, like if I want to travel to Africa. Because a lot of people say they can't afford this, can't afford that. Yes, you can, because we throw away money all the time. Mm-hmm. So what I'll do is I'll stop getting my nails done. I'll stop getting my feet done. I'm not buying any eyelashes. I'm not buying any makeup. I'm gonna buy me one good piece of hair and I'm gonna hold on to it.
That's right. And have a good piece in the stash.
Right. You would be surprised how much money you can save. Just things that paint your own nails. You know what I'm saying? You buy a bottle of nail polish and some remover, and you're gonna quit going to the nail shop and spending $50, $100 now since the pandemic, and that money. So when I want to do anything major, whether it's starting a business or traveling, that's the first thing I do so that I don't feel it. Because like me trying to say, oh, I'm gonna save up my check, it's not happening. My mind is not even going there. So for me to take away things like that I love, it's like I'm making a sacrifice. And I think God honors it really, because every time I do that, whatever I'm working on, it comes to pass. Sometimes, and I don't even know if this is a part of what you asked me, but there's probably somebody listening that is trying to find out what type of business they want to have. So, a lot of us like just working like, gosh, I wish I had a side hustle. I wish I had a business. There's two things that I always encourage people to do. One is figure out what it is that makes you upset. If you find out that there's something going on in the world that upsets you, what happens is that you'll discover that you will figure out a way to solve this problem. So like for me, a business I used to have was I built websites. And it's because I would see people with horrible, horrible websites with links that did not work. And it made me so angry. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go learn how to do websites. And I'm going to fix these people's janky websites. Like, and I see them now and I don't have the time, but it makes me so angry. Why? Okay. So that's one thing. Find out what makes you angry, what triggers you, and you'll have the passion to go and solve it. The second thing, which is what I love, if you have relatives or friends that knew you as a child, go ask them, what did you do as a child? Ask them, what did they see you doing? What activities were you engaging in? Because I have found that as a child, typically up until about maybe between the ages of like 4 and 7, whatever you were acting out is actually like what you were destined to do. Ask your people. I asked my mom, what was I doing? And she told me that I used to put on one of my Easter dresses, get in my Barbie car with my dolls, and we would go to New York and go to fashion shows.
All right.
Wow. And that's what I did with my playtime. So a lot of times you can target, at least, start honing in on something that you're good at. Because honestly, who wants to have a business and you don't enjoy what you do? Exactly. I absolutely love this wellness center. I still love my African shop, but it was just time for a change. And I'm still doing some things online. But like I said, God directed me to do something totally different with my space. But I still love it. And I do know that that's a part of what I, was destined to do. And at some point in time, I'll go back and I'll rebrand and I'll make it bigger and better. But I'm just being obedient now with my wellness center. So if there's any advice, I hope that helps somebody.
Yeah, it helped me because, honey, when we log off this here interview, I'm getting ready to get on the phone.
Ask your dad.
Yes.
Dad,
I'm asking my daddy.
When I was 4. Probably standing in the mirror talking. I used to pretend like I was a like news reporter. Yeah. And look at me in front of a camera. And thank you. This is WTVD 11 News. And we'll be right back at you. So I used to do stuff like that. And I don't own the rights to WTVD 11, just to let you all know. But I just had to do that just to, that's what I used to do. So yeah, in front of the camera.
and revisit that. You will be surprised at what they told you. This first lady told me she had called me because she wanted to write plays. Mm-hmm. And I told her to ask her mom, what did she do when she was little? Her mom said she used to have to beat her because she would be under the covers writing stories with her flashlight on when she was a child. Wow. She didn't even remember that. Go ask your people what y'all was doing.
Okay, this is good. Also, can you tell us how people can get in contact with you if they want to buy some of your pieces of clothing?
So I did a closeout sale. So I have like 2 skirts left. Thank you, God. But I have like my herbal products left and accessories. So I have 2 different sites you can go to. One is called comeexperienceeden.com. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is majesticmeditationnc.com. Mm-hmm. More of the merchandise is on comeexperienceeden.com, but I'm going to be transitioning from there to majesticmeditationnc.com. But you can go to the one and get the product. So we have like shea butter, oils. We have, okay. So everybody that comes in here is like, it smells good in here. It smells good. Everybody that walks through the door says that because I'm very big on smells. And if you're ever feeling down, get you some orange and put it in a diffuser. It will lift your spirit. Citrus scents, period. They lift your spirit. And lemon helps curb your appetite.
Let me get a bag of lemons.
And she needs some oranges too. Don't forget about the orange.
You know what?
That's why she loves me so.
Diffuser. Put it in the diffuser and just let it go. And you should notice, like, start paying attention. If you use the lemon, I like to do it at night. Start paying attention to how your eating habits change with the lemon. Okay. But the lemon curbs your appetite, but the citrus makes you feel joyful. It's great.
Wow, that's great. This is awesome.
This is awesome.
This interview is just amazing. It has exceeded my expectations, but I knew it was going to be good because you are the queen mother.
Yes. Yes. And it's pronounced Nana. Is that?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's other name, Nana.
Nana. Okay.
Most
people call you Aku.
And that means female born on Wednesday.
Oh. Were you born on a Wednesday?
I was.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
That is awesome.
After the day of the week that they were born on. So do you know what day of the week you were born on?
Is there a way we can find out? Because we can Google it, right?
Yep.
All right, let's
see.
You
know what?
Yeah, girl. Look, she in it right now, so we need to get it while she's there. Come on now. Right. Let's see. So what day? I can't type fast enough. Talk to her, y'all.
So anyway, Aku, while she tries to figure out what day she was born on, I just want to thank you over 100 times over for accepting the interview request. Like I stalk folks' social media when I'm interviewing them just to do a little research. And I have watched your videos and I'm just like, she is an evangelist. I was like, yeah, girl, yes, let me get some tissue. You speaks the truth. So anyway, I do appreciate the videos that you have posted up there. It has made an impact on my life and the things that and it transformed, my thinking in different areas. And I think I would like a few of your videos, but you get people that watch your videos and you don't even know that they're watching, but just know I have watched. And, whenever you have the inkling or, God is nudging you to do a video, do it because girl, there's power in your words and in your voice. So I just wanted to share that with you.
Well, let me tell you, I'm glad that you said that because I have not done an interview with anybody probably in about 2 years. People are always, and I won't say always, but I've had quite a few opportunities to do interviews, but I don't. And do you know why? One of my good friends former good friends told me that I had the most irritating, boring voice he had ever heard.
Some of these men folks. That's the second time. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't keep going. I apologize.
But, you know, and I took it in, and I have felt that thing, and I've lived with that for a few years.
Wow.
And this guy messaged me. He told me, he said, whether you know it or not, he said, your voice has soothed me. And so the thing is, for this former friend, you know, I wasn't rowdy, which is what he was used to. So he, you know, he wasn't expecting that, but my voice is for somebody. I can't, this is the way I am. I'm not a yeller and a shouter. I'm just calm. But let me tell you something, this voice here, I could give you a meditation and you go right to sleep.
Okay.
So it's good.
That's right. Say that. That's right.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Good for somebody. Be your authentic self. That is my, be your authentic self.
Did you find out what day you were born on?
Yes, I was born on a Thursday.
On Thursday, she was born.
So your name is YaYa, Y-A-A. Ain't that close to YaYa?
Yes.
Really? Y-A-A. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. And what does that mean? Does it mean just
YaYa means, so Aku means female born on Wednesday. YaYa means female born on Thursday.
Okay. Do you want to know
So
what day you were born?
If you went to Ghana and you said your name was YaYa, they would be like, oh, okay, you're Thursday born. They automatically know where your name, where you're from. It tells everything about you. That's the thing we've lost with our names here in the US. They don't have the meaning and the significance of it.
Wow.
We can do a whole nother show with her.
Listen, find out real quick, and then we'll
Oh, you wouldn't know your name.
So we'll do the benediction and let Aku go and
let her go
meditate and put folks to sleep at Majestic.
When are you? July
1st, okay. 77.
July 1st. Don't look at me, y'all. Keep talking.
If you don't find out when I was born, so we can.
I love the energy between y'all. It's
figure out.
Listen, she said she loved the energy between us. You do?
Yes.
Thank you. She was born on a Friday.
Friday. Okay, so now you're gonna test my brain skills. Let me make sure. If I get off? Okay, wait.
We just see your picture, so that's okay. Fine. You need to look something up.
Let me make sure. July, what's the day?
1st.
It was a Friday.
1977.
I want to be certain. You know, I had COVID back in 2020, and good God, it's been a struggle. Your name is Afua. Have you heard of Queen Afua?
No.
Queen Afua is a holistic and wellness practitioner. She works with like Angela Rye. She does a lot of work with Angela Rye. As a matter of fact, she took Angela Rye to Ghana with her probably about 6 months ago.
Oh, wow.
So Afua means female born on Friday. So we have Afua and we have YaYa. And Aku. And we have a tribe over here.
Oh, you know what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Friday. Wait, I got better for you. Cancer, Leo, Virgo.
Oh my goodness. Now this is divine. Now, really. Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is great.
This is really great.
So listen, go ahead, Aku.
No, I was just gonna say, I've just enjoyed you ladies. I'm glad I said yes. I'm glad I said yes.
Thank you for saying yes. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, because you didn't want me coming up in Majestic like, girl.
And that's when we have to throw the citrus on it. We need some joy. We need some joy.
No, I wouldn't have done that. But anyway, listen, Aku, we have thoroughly enjoyed you. We hope that you will be so generous again to come back on the show at a later date, because this is amazing. And you have given us some wonderful, awesome, just I can't even put into words, wisdom and gems that you have dropped today. So again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for having me, and continued success with your show.
All right. Thank you
so much.
So listen, audience, we are grateful that you have joined us this week. I know that you guys have learned something because this was awesome. I know I keep saying it, but it was awesome. It was amazing. And listen, y'all stick and stay with us, and we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.